Hey guys, it's Max here and it's 2019, and on my channel for the last year and a half I've been doing monthly challenges where I show you guys the process I use to learn something in a month. I think I've done about 17 of them now. Every month I tackle something, I show you guys how I would tackle a monthly challenge. It's been fun, I've learned a lot, hopefully you guys have learned a lot too. I'm going to continue doing that, but because it's a new year, I wanted to show you guys something else that I do, which is yearly planning. And so every year I take a lot of time to reflect on my goals, how I did for the year. I just released a video on how I do goal planning, and now I set myself my goals for 2019. And this is the first time on the channel that I actually want to show you how I approach an entire year of goals. And what does that look like? And so I'm doing this not to try to brag or to try to show off about my goals or anything like that. I want to show you guys how I approach goal setting. Every month what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them, and it'll be like a progress report. It'll keep me accountable, and maybe you want to take advantage of this system and leverage it into your own life, and that would be awesome as well. What I've done is I've created this goal chart, which to me looks amazing. I'm so excited about having a goal chart. I usually don't have a goal chart. I usually just have like a notepad on my computer that I check off and things like that. But this year I have more goals. I really wanted to take it quite seriously. And so I want to talk you through the logic of the goal chart and why I've actually done it. So because there are so many things that I want to be tracking and being on top of this year, I needed something that I could look at every day and hold myself accountable for. And so I've got goals that are divided off into goals that I need to tick off every week. These are goals that I track every month, and I track my monthly progress. These are goals that are once off that I just have to do sometime during the month. And then these are intentions. These are ideas that I want to manifest in my mind, and emotions and states that I want to really build in myself. So I've got this chart now that every morning I can look at, and I'm going to tick off every time I do something good, correct, completed in a green tick. And every time I fail or do something where I'm behind, I'm going to write it in red. And so my goal is really to see as much green as I can on the chart. And it's just something that gets me excited to go, yes, like if I did all of this, this would be an amazing year. And so I'm calling this whole thing Project Unavoidable. So I have like a theme or an idea behind an entire year. And my theme that's really inspiring me this year is this idea that there's so many opportunities that come by us that we miss out because we're not necessarily in a prime state to take advantage of those opportunities. So maybe a person comes by you with a potential business opportunity where you guys could work together and do something amazing for the world. But because you weren't educated enough, because you weren't financially in the right position, that opportunity comes and goes and it never actually manifests into anything. It was because you were avoidable in that moment. Potentially that's the same with a friend, or a traveling opportunity, or going on a TV show for some physical challenge thing like Ninja Warrior. You just weren't in the physical state to actually take advantage of that opportunity. And so the more that you are living in your prime, and the more that you're kind of rushing to be in the best state of yourself, then the more of these opportunities that are going to come by you, you can actually take. And so that's the thing that inspires me right now. So that's why I'm calling this year Project Unavoidable. How can I have a year where I become so good that more of these opportunities that come my way, I can actually take advantage of them? And then I've chosen these images that also inspire me. So I've got the guy that's really fit. So I really want to work on my fitness, and that's something that's really important to me. Having energy and being able to, do the YouTube channel and run the businesses and do all those things. I need to have the energy to actually make sure I have, the passion when I'm on camera and actually get up in the morning and do all these things. Building the YouTube channel. So I've got there celebrating 200,000 subscribers. So really growing that and trying to build a community of people that, are aligned to these ideas, and we can actually change the way that we live our lives. The meditator. So I really want to be a little bit more spiritual. I really want to be a little bit more zen and loving. And so that's something that I'm really trying to manifest this year. And then the guy that's just passionate and radiant about life. The person that's got that vision that they're so excited for, that when you're around them, you're just like, yes, that's what this guy represents to me. And so then I've broken down all those feelings and this idea of Project Unavoidable into specific goals where I thought, I've taken a lot of time. I've gone through my goal planning workshop, which if you haven't already seen, I've got a video that I released just a little while ago about how I think about goal setting. I've gone through that process to actually create goals that really inspire me. And so I've got, financial goals, spiritual goals. I've got YouTube influence goals. I've got loving goals, contribution goals, I've got emotional goals, just got all kinds of stuff. And so now on this channel, what I want to do is every month I'm going to take you through the goals that I've set and how I'm progressing every month. And I'm not necessarily going to achieve all of these. There's going to be setbacks. It's going to be hard. I mean, these are ambitious goals. These are goals that are, slightly out of reach. They're something that drives me as a person. So there's a lot of goals on there. I think there's about 41 different goals. And so I'll just pinpoint a couple. The 92 kilos and 10% body fat. So that's going to be a really, really challenging goal. I think right now I'm at around 86 kilos and 12.5. So I have to put on around 6 kilos of muscle throughout the year. That's just going to be very, very difficult. I'm going to have to be pretty disciplined. I know that's really pushing me. Some of these goals are definitely, they're not easy goals. I'm not trying to set a goal that I know that I could just cruise my way to. I'm trying to set a goal that I know I'm going to have to work to, but I'm inspired to try to get there. So that's going to be a really interesting one to tackle. I've got my YouTube goals. So I want to have 2 million new views to get to 4 million total. I want to get 200,000 subscribers total. I want to do 5 YouTube collaborations. I want to release 48 videos. So I really want to double down on YouTube. I've been loving making these videos. I've been loving getting the feedback from you guys. Really inspiring for me to see that some of you guys are taking action and appreciating the content. So that really inspires me to double down on this and really want to create some awesome content for you guys. I've got my revenue goals. So I have a few different businesses. And so I don't want to give you guys my profit goals. That's why there's these little papers covering them up. You can see combined between all of my businesses, I'm trying to do over $4 million this year in revenue. So I really need to keep my businesses pumping, growing, and making sure that I'm on top of that and we're becoming this amazing company that I know that we can be. I've got some personal goals like learning piano. In terms of contribution, I want to work for 4 non-for-profits for free. That's something that we do at Megaphone where we like to give back and something that we're really passionate about. I want to apply for Ninja Warrior. The TV show, that'd be amazing to get on that show. I've got little things like do a loving gesture for mum and dad. It's just one of those things where I spend time and quality time with them and I really enjoy that time. But I sometimes just want to go out of my way and do something specifically and particularly nice for them. And so it's a reminder to really appreciate them and do something nice for them. Reading's a really big thing for me. Reading's definitely a big theme for me this year. I've already read 2 books this year and I'm halfway through my 3rd. So reading is just definitely something that I really want to put as like a priority for this year. And then on top of all my goals, I have intentions. And so intentions are something that you can't necessarily achieve, but it's something to focus on. It's a mindset to try to build within yourself. And so I've got intentions like when I'm feeling frustration or pain, remember that's an opportunity to learn and bring love. So, I'm driving to work and there's someone going really slow in front of me and it's frustrating me. And then I go, no, actually this person might be stressed. This person might be having a hard day. And actually I want to give them, instead of like beeping at them, I want to try to be particularly nice around them and drive slowly and make sure that they feel comfortable. So that's just something that I want to practice. And I've got a whole series of intentions that I'm really excited to practice in terms of making me a happier, more loving, just better human being. And so these are my goals for 2019. If this excites you and you want to think about how you can incorporate this in your life, I've actually got the exact file that I used to create this and I'll leave it in the description below this video. So if you want to download it yourself and make one yourself, I'd highly recommend it. The other thing is, if you're interested, let me know in the comments and I'll even create a service for you guys where I can design one and create a poster for you and ship it out. So if there's enough interest, otherwise that file will be there so you can create it for yourself. Hopefully, even if this isn't the system that works for you, and I know a lot of people, their goals, they're more on their subconscious and they go with the flow, but hopefully there'll be some value there for you. And so hopefully watching this series about how I tackle all of these goals over the next year, we can learn something together, we can progress together, and we can do some awesome things for the world and for ourselves. So thanks for watching, and as always, happy learning.